Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. In this episode we will work quite a bit on this particular factory, and you might be able to tell that by the end of this episode it will be pretty much done. We will also unlock these neat little new storages, and they will allow us to basically access different materials from far away. In order to finish building that factory, we will need to have access to quite a bit of silica, so that is what we are going to start this episode with. We will need to sort out the manufacturing of that material. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. And we are back. Alright, so you might be able to tell that I didn't start at the point where I have left off at the end of the last episode. That is because I had to redo the trucks a little bit. If you remember, let me just show you what we had before. They were coming in this way, they reached the end, turned around, and then sidled into their respective stations. The problem with that one is that when we are moving out, they sometimes encountered the other station's footprint, and that resulted in them basically trying to use those stations as well. Now instead, I moved these stations back a little bit, and they will come in, go into their station, unload, come out, and then leave. And that will prevent them from using the other stations that they shouldn't use. Also, I did move I believe the rod station at the iron factory, so the same kind of error doesn't happen there either. Alright, so also, if you remember, I also wasn't exactly sure if we had actually enough screw production. As it turns out we should, but maybe not to the extent that we should, because right now we have 120 and 120 being used in each of these, and that is basically, I believe, 40 more than we are actually producing, so that might need to be taken care of at some point. But as soon as we sort out the second level of that factory, we should be okay. Okay, so how are we on these plates? Okay, we need 200 more. That is only a matter of time. Let me pay a visit to the some ore factory, because I would like to finish the research for a couple more things. At this point we should have things piling into the awesome sink. Also, by the way, yeah, I didn't want you guys to sit through all that extra busy work with the trucks, so I did that off camera. I will try not to do that in the future, but in this instant it felt like it was a good idea to do it this way. So anyways, I think after I am done with the some ore, I would like to finish building the factory, the iron factory to be more exact, because right now it is very much half done. And there we go. So for that one, we will need to pay a visit to our Quartz site. It's not exactly a factory, just a extraction site, and there we will definitely need to sort out some silicon production, or not silicon but silica production, because we will need silica to build glass windows, and glass windows is something that we will need to build a lot of for that factory. So anyways, alien technology. Right, these dimensional depots is something that I would like to get my hands on. Alien energy harnessing would also be nice, because this production amplifier is something that would come in handy quite a lot. But for that we also need to have some circuit boards, and we don't have those yet. But I think we can sort this one out at least. So what do we need for 2 more, these fluctuators? Okay, we can make enough, that's fine. We just need 2 more, that's fine. And I believe it was a Mercer sphere. So you can come with me. And alien technology, this guy. One more. Okay, not 10, but 11.
Dimensional depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the dimensional depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood.
No thank you.
The metal will not bend. The wood will not splinter. Leave.
Okay, I don't want to consume more blood, so I think I'm going to pass on that. So we need 10 fluctuators, I believe. Let me just check. Yes. We should have plenty of modular frames and 2 Mercer spheres. There we go. Maybe I would like to change some of these guys out, especially this one, to be a dimensional depot. So, all right, the modular frames. Oh, lovely, we have plenty. All right, so now we can build one of these. Is this... okay, it is just an input only. So I suppose it can go right here. Preferably lined up with the storage next to it. And then, of course, we will need a smart splitter. And for that we need rotors, and we have plenty of those at this point. Lovely. So, once again, smart splitter. You will go right in front of this guy. Doesn't want to show me the... there should be okay. Let me see, can we put these guys together? Yeah, there we go. And excess goes, I mean the overflow is the right output. Yeah. Lovely. So basically this guy will take in the materials and start uploading them into the cloud. So basically we can use these items from right here. We don't need to carry them around anymore, and that is going to be amazing. Now we can either make this faster or have... Right now basically they will be able to store a single stack of the item, and I believe we can increase that. We don't need the upload right now, but the depot expansion, it would be nice, so we can have more than one stack happening in those storages. But for that we need a few more Mercer spheres. So yeah, I think this will have to wait. Do we have Mercer spheres anymore here? Only one. Yeah, so this will have to wait. In the meantime, let me just sort these guys. Can I drop off anything? For example, the knot, the tickets. The tickets I will carry around just in case. The resonators can go as well. Or sorry, the fluctuators. And that's it. Okay. So let's sort out the silica production. I think we should have at least 1 or 2 more deposits at the quartz site. So I will take 2 more miners with us. I believe we need constructors for the silica, so I will take 4 of those just in case. Everything else is fine. Okay. Yeah, just in case I will take 1 stack of this. We already have 29 stored up, so I think we will need it. Everything else we have, but I will take... we have 1 stack of rotors, that's fine. Modular chain, we don't need it, but I will take 1 stack. Everything else is okay, I think. We could also start squeezing these guys into their relevant storages, so yeah. Anyways, we have 2 stacks of rods. I don't think we need screws, but 2 stacks just in case. And plates. I will take... Wait, how many do we have already? Oh, we have already 3 stacks, so that's fine. Okay, so I think we are ready to go. Yes, okay. I will see you once we arrive at the site. Okay, so we are here. I believe we have a Mercer sphere up there. Yeah, I can see it already. So if you don't mind, did I unlock ladders yet? No. Okay, fine. I will just build a ramp. Ramp 4 meters. Go that way, please. Preferably with Zoop. Coming this way, please. Because as it turns out, we will need a lot of these guys. So might as well start collecting them whenever we are able. There. Oh, thank you so much. I really needed that. Okay, so as I have said, we should have at least a couple more. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we should have a couple more deposits nearby, so let's scan for them. Quartz. Oh yes. Let's see, so this is the one we have already. The other one is right here. Right. This is impure, and I had one more this way. Also, who's attacking me? Kill the bees. Okay. One more. There we go. Okay, so this deposit is pure. Huh, okay. I did not expect this. We have 2 impure and 1 pure. Huh. That's a bit interesting distribution to say the least, but I'm not complaining. So anyways, we will definitely need to use this one. Preferably facing towards the free area. So maybe here. Yeah, that looks more or less right. So output is 120. What is the constructor? Silica. Input 22.5 and output 37.5. I don't have any power shards at the moment, so we cannot overclock. I suppose, yeah, just to keep it simple, 3 will be fine, and we can use a single splitter, so yeah, let's just go for that. So first things first, we will need a splitter. There. Of course, level 2 belt. And then 3 constructors, preferably without obstructions. Plus we need land material to fuel our trucks, because we don't have liquid fuel at the moment. Okay, so as I have said, we need 3 constructors. One, 2, and 3. Now in this case, level 1 belts will be plenty good enough. I am so glad they added these 90-degree belts. They are extremely useful to keep things tidy. Okay, so anyways, power line. I think we can do it this way. There, we will continue with this one. Wait, let me just set up the actual production unit first. So Control C, Control V, and Control V. Yeah, we need a merger, but we are right on the edge. I guess we will need to have a stacked one and delete the lower ones. First, let's make some room. Let me see. Where is logistics merger? This one needs to face this way. Yes. Okay, so need to make sure that we have the correct height. So I think this looks pretty much perfect. The output, let me see. Yeah, the direct outputs will be tier 1, but after merging, they will be tier 2. There, and now comes the storage. Yeah, I suppose we can build it a little bit further away and have a steep belt going on. Or we could even have an elevator, but yeah, it's fine. At least this way we don't have to go all the way up. Let me see, can I at least try to line things up? Yeah, that looks more or less fine. Okay, level 2 belt goes in like so. Okay, now we just need to power things up, so you can come with us. And hook into... let me see. No, that's full. That's too far away. Okay, you go here. Stop feeding this one. There. We should have silica production if everything was set up correctly. So let me see, 22.5. So 22.5 times 3 is 67.5. So yeah, 67.5 is all we need from this miner. There we go. No need to use more power than absolutely necessary. I think I will wait until we have at least 1 stack of silica, because we will need quite a bit of it to finish the construction. I will mark down this location so we can find our way back a little bit easier. New marker there. The icon will be, I suppose a deposit icon is what we are going to go for. It's under stamps. This guy, select icon. The color will be a pale purple. Something like this. Yeah, and I will save this one as a preset for raw quartz. Save preset and select color. Yeah, that looks more or less fine. And this time I will have this one highlighted so it is always visible on the... Or wait, apply. It is not on the compass. if we have it... Oh, right. The visibility, I suppose. Let me see, how far is it? 4. Yeah. Apply. And now it should be on the compass. There we go, new marker. Oh, right, not new marker. Can you please be... Quartz... Not factory, outpost. Yeah, Quartz outpost. Apply. Lovely. Okay. So how are we on Silica? Yeah. 200. That's going to be plenty enough. Sorry. You can go back. Okay, let me see if we can go back in a different way, because I would like to discover a couple more things along the way. I think this way we haven't been before. Yeah, in hindsight, I really should have brought those materials with me that were necessary to build the I don't know, what's it called? Quantum storage, whatever it's called. The SAM storages, because I would like to have access to these materials from far away. So yeah, we might need to get into the habit of moving things around on us. What is this? Is it water? Yeah, it's water. I was kind of hoping for oil. Ow. Yeah, this place looks like a good area for another factory at some point. Yeah, it's a nice big open area. Perfect site for another factory. Anyways, we need to go home. And yeah, I think in the next episode we will very likely go out and do a bit more adventuring, because I would like to get my hands on a couple more stuff. Oh, that's a big guy. You know how to deal with these. Basically, we need to make it stop, and then we can land a couple hits. There we go. So this is 3 more hog remains. What were you guarding, by the way? Is it just the valley itself? I think so, he was just guarding the valley. And welcome home. Okay, so let me take a look at the reinforced plates. We have 32. You know what? I will empty out the other storage. Sorry, this assembler. And let me take a look at, what's it called again? Dimensional depot. Let's just say DDU. That's going to be fine. So 100 waiting to be uploaded, and we have 100 being uploaded already. So I will take this one out, and I will take this one out. That will give us 400 and something. Okay, that is exactly what we need to unlock logistics Mark III. In you go, and launch.
Milestone reached. Improved storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for improving your current setup. Production speed is of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning. Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
Yeah, no pressure. So anyways, we now have access to Mark III belts. And for those we need steel beams. I think I will upgrade a couple things around here. Specifically the screw lines, because I think they would benefit from this. Technically, they should have enough throughput, but you know, I would feel better if we had Mark III belts. So Mark III belts, upgrade and upgrade, and there we go. You know what, might as well do the same for the others there, and we see there. Okay, by the way, how are we on screws? Yeah, I think we are actually using a little bit more than we are producing as expected, so we need to sort that one out as soon as we have Mark II miners. I believe they will come with the next milestone, right? Milestone. Yeah, advanced steel production gives us Mark II miners, which is exactly what we need. But that will have to wait, because for that one we need encased industrial beams, stators, motors. So yeah. Oh, sorry. No, never mind. We need for the freighter to come back. Anyways, in the meantime, I would like to finish building that factory that we have started at the iron site. For that, we will need these steel beams. There, we will need also a lot of concrete. So if you don't mind, I will pick those up here. Let me see. You know what? Let's put everything in, and I will take out 4 stacks. I suppose that should be fine. Plenty of iron, plenty of rods, cables. Yes, the silica. I think we should have everything we need. Okay, sort. Okay, and let's pay a visit to our iron factory, and let's see if we can make it look a little bit nicer. Also, I did not forget about the highway, but the thing is about this highway is that it is not exactly permanent. Sooner or later we will replace this with trains, and yeah, I would like to make those the permanent infrastructure. So yeah. Oh yeah, now I can show you. I have moved this station from here to here, so basically we can have the trucks come in, go into the station, back out, and then leave. And that is going to prevent them from interfering with other stations that they shouldn't. Okay, so I will put in these little trims first. There, and that will finish the level 1 of this factory. I believe that is done. Now, there is another problem. And that problem is, let me just show you. This little guy. He is stuck. Now, I really don't want to kill him. So I think I will get rid of these walls, and that will hopefully allow him to leave, or maybe not. Maybe he needs to go out this way. Yeah, there we go. Go on, get. What's blocking you? Is it these walls? Yeah, I got rid of the power pole. Can you please leave? Okay, what about... There we go. Okay. No need to kill these guys if we don't have to. So let's not. Let me see. Power pole goes here, I believe. And we can put things back where they belong. So we have the walls up. I will deal with the actual doors leading into this place. Also, why is there no power? Did we use this power pole to deliver it? I suppose we did. And there we go. Are you working now? Not yet. Oh, right. There. Go into this one. There we go. All right. So now that we have no more obstructions, we should be able to put in the second floor, but I think I will actually not do that right now. I will just put in the walls and we will put in the floors once we actually have something to put on them. So you guys can be trimmed back. There. Now let's try to get on some kind of high ground. I think this will work. Next we will need to build the second floor walls all around this place. Okay, so the walls are done. We will need one more level of these 1 meter high walls and then the second floor is finished. And done. Now let's deal with the ceiling. If you remember, I did say that I would like to use this kind of a wedged ceiling for this one. Basically, I did research how they worked, and they were used before we had electric lights, and they were used as skylights so we can have some nice natural lighting inside the factories, and that is exactly what we will do. They were used to face this way. Also, let's try to use the 4 meter high walls. They were facing this way because the sun is going from east to west and noon is in the south. And basically we want to block the direct sunlight and only let in the diffused lights from the north. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Zoop, exactly like this. So basically we will have the walls facing south and the windows facing north. Alright, next. Let's place down the windows. That they are under architecture, let's switch over to actual glass roofs and we will use the 4 meter ones. That is why I didn't use the 8 meter tall wedged walls, because we can only have 4 meter tall windows. Alright, and the only thing left now is to put in the walls that will actually block the direct sunlight. So for that we will need some of these, and they will go in right there. And it is done. Once we have the Mark II miners, we will put in the actual floors, and that will plug these 1 meter tall trims, and that will be just fine. Okay. As for the entrance to the actual factory floor, where do we want to put it? I suppose, I don't know. Even also with that catwalks, it doesn't really make too much sense to put any kind of an entrance in. I suppose in here for now. By the way, we don't have actual doors, so I suppose this hole will do for now. All right. So let's take a look at how it looks right now. Of course, this is not is far from finished, but this is what we have at the moment. It is a boring, drab gray box. Not much to look at. Let's see what we can do to fix that. I have learned how to make things look a little bit more interesting from one of the most prolific Satisfactory players on YouTube called, I believe, Total X Clips. I will try to put the name and the specific video onto the top right as usual, so you will know what to search for. So here's what I have learned from him. To make things look a little bit more interesting, basically we need to give them depth. The way I would like to achieve that is to use pillars, but first we need to give those pillars something to hook into. So, yeah, I suppose we can have one foundation there and another one on top. And this will give us the correct position. Right. Basically, I want to make sure that we have the correct height of these pillars, otherwise they would be not exactly the way I want them to be. You go there. Basically, we need to give each corner their own placeholder foundation, so we can start the pillars where we need to start them. Right. So here's what I had in mind. We are going to whip out these pillars and we have a choice to make. Big ones or small ones. Now technically we could put in the big ones at the actual corners and use small ones on the walls, but I think I will just stick to using the small ones. That's going to be fine. What we need to do is to have them upright and they will go right here. So basically they are centered right on the corners of these buildings. At this point, this foundation can go away. One more pillar going up and the rest will be going down. This will encase this power pole. We might want to sort that out. If we have to, we can delete these temporarily, so that's going to be fine. We only need to remove one or two, that's fine. So anyways, let me put in what I had in mind and I will show you once we are done. Okay, so this wall is pretty much done. at least in terms of vertical pillars. Now we need to have a horizontal one going across the top. Let me see. I think we can... Yeah, I think we need to have, first things first, a ramp. I believe we should be able to jump on that. Right? Yes, we can. Okay. So we need to have a pillar coming out this way, and that will give us the starting point for the horizontal pillars. There. And we need this one for the other direction. There. There we go. This will leave a, well, something like this here. We might be able to plug it with something. I guess we will need to see. Anyways, I will jump back onto the highway, get rid of these two ramps, oh sorry, these three ramps, and let's build this trim all along the top of the factory. This is, I believe, what Total Eclipse was talking about when he was saying that just give the walls a bit of depth and that will make them look a lot more interesting. And I think he was correct. As you can see, they already look a lot more interesting than they were before. Soon we will have the foundations, so they will give a bit, even bit more depth by insetting these walls a little bit. So yeah, let me see if we can do the same thing on the other walls. So basically we need to finish, continue with this one this way, and we should have a, there we go, an even number of walls to make this work on every single wall basically. So let me see, that's two, that, okay, that's an uneven number of walls. We could have two pillars going up this way in the middle, I suppose. That would do the same job. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see, just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so this one actually needs to be here. And now you might be able to see why it was important to use these foundations for the correct height. Because if this was actually 1 meter lower, then they would not line up quite correctly. In this case they would, but in other places they wouldn't. Maybe if they were 1 meter taller, that would hide those corner, I don't know, empty spaces. So how does this look? It looks all right. Yeah, that looks perfectly fine. What about here? Okay, this is a 3 tile wide wall. So in this case, I think I will make peace with not having a trim in between. Now we can have a trim in between right here. Again, a 3 tile wide wall, so I suppose this will have to remain this way. This is a 2 tile, so it's already the correct spacing. This is fine. What about this one? This is, I believe, the widest wall we have on this factory. Let me see, 2, 2, 4, 6, and 7. Let me see, 2, 2, and let me see. We can definitely have a trim right here. That's going to be just fine, and one here as well. There, and well, I think we can have a 3 tile wide empty space here. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Okay, let's sort out the rest of these trims. There we go. And thank you. Yeah, not too bad. Don't forget, we will have those foundation trims in the future that will make things a little bit more interesting. Next, let's sort out the rest of the walls, and I think we will be in a good position. I believe we are done. Right. Yes, I believe we have everything in place at this point. Yeah, I believe we are. Also, let's take a look at the lighting in here. Thanks to the skylights, we have lots of natural light in here. Of course, as soon as we have the foundations in, that will not be the case. But in the meantime, this looks alright, I think. Anyways, you know what? At this point, I will put in the foundations. There we go. This will be the second floor of the factory. It's nice, wide open area, ready to be filled up. Okay. As soon as we have ramps and catwalks and things like that, we will deal with this area. But it's already alright, I think. By the way, why do we have so much light in here? Oh, because of the truck headlights, I think. Usually this should be a lot darker than this. Did I put on the whatchamacallit? Global illumination high, yes. Okay. So I don't know why we have so much light in here. Oh well. The important thing is that this factory at this point is pretty much done, but we can do better, I think. Also, yeah, the trims make it look, make it pop a little bit more, I think. Yeah, definitely. Well, there is one more thing that we can do. I will not finish this one because we are over time, but let me just show you. In architecture, we have either gray metal beams or we have these painted beams as well. Well, the color scheme of the factory, if you remember, is blue at this point. So basically, they act the same way that the wooden beams were acting in the game Vintage Story, if you remember. Basically, we have a start point and then we can set a end point. And we can use these as basically as color decorations, as color trims for this factory. So we can have it start there, go all the way down. And now the factory has a bit more color. So I will finish this wall and then I think we will say goodbye. So yeah, what do you say? I think it looks alright. You know, the thing about all the architectural marvels that are on YouTube is that they look amazing, but I think they are a bit over-engineered, if I'm completely honest. I love them, but they would look greatest in, you know, in office parks and places like that, but in a factory park, I think I like to keep things simple. So I think this is what we are going to go for. Yeah. So anyways, in the next episode, I think we will deal with the power distribution in this factory, finish the walls, and I think we are pretty much done. I might try to do something about these corners just to fill them in, but who knows. So anyways, I believe all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.